Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's Explainer. Today we're opening up a highly tactical playbook for surviving and honestly, completely owning those awful moments of public humiliation. We've all seen it happen, right? Maybe you've even lived it. Well, today we're pulling straight from our source material to give you an exact sequence of tools, 5 specific tactics actually, to take back control of literally any room. Here's our playbook for today. We'll start with humiliation trap. Move into the barking dog mindset, and then hit those 5 specific tactics, starting with the pause all the way to quiet comebacks. And finally, we'll cover the aftermath. Section 1, the humiliation trap, or why our brains just completely freeze under pressure. Let's set the scene for a second. Have you ever been humiliated in public? Picture this. You're in a room full of people. Maybe it's your office, maybe it's a family gathering, or just a dinner with friends you've known for years. And then it happens. Someone says something out loud in front of everybody that directly targets you. Maybe they mock the way you talk, or bring up a past mistake, or even just laugh at your outfit. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what it was. What matters is exactly what happens next. Instantly, your face gets hot. Your heart jumps, your brain goes completely blank. And then comes the absolute worst part. Every single pair of eyes in that room slowly turns toward you. When the room stares, panic sets in. And our default reactions, they almost always fail us here. We usually do one of two things, right? We either get super angry and snap back with something we'll regret later, or we just go quiet, paste on a fake smile, and swallow the embarrassment whole. And then later, you're sitting all alone, replaying the entire thing on a loop. The reason it bothers you so much isn't just because of what they said. It's because you didn't know what to do. Neither yelling nor shrinking gives you back your control. Section 2, the barking dog mindset. This is all about shifting from panic to power. Now, before any of our 5 tactics can actually work, we need a complete mindset shift. Our source material uses this brilliant definition to explain what's really happening. Think of the aggressor like a small barking dog. Look, a dog doesn't bark at the wind because the wind did something wrong, right? It barks because of what's happening inside the dog. The aggressor is exactly the same. They humiliate others because of their own internal fear. They need attention, and they desperately need the group to laugh so they can feel powerful for just a few seconds. These are just scared people, hiding behind a sharp tongue and a loud voice. Their attack tells you absolutely everything about them and literally nothing about you. So the crucial point is this contrast right here, losing the room versus owning the room. And here is the golden rule that changes everything. Whoever loses control first loses the room. If you yell back, you've lost. If you go completely quiet and shrink into yourself, you've lost. But the person who stays calm and doesn't flinch, that is the person the room respects. Your goal isn't to destroy them with words. It's to stay in control and walk away with your dignity fully intact. Section 3, Tactics 1 and 2, the pause and the group. All right, we're shifting into the actionable, in-the-moment playbook now, starting with your very first physical response. Tactic 1 sounds almost too simple, but trust me, it shifts the energy immediately. Step 1, pause. Step 2, take a slow, deep breath. Step 3, look at them calmly. And step 4, blink once, slowly. The person embarrassing you has prepared for your reaction. Their whole game plan depends on your anger or your tears or your nervousness. That's the fuel for their fire. So when you deliver this unexpected, perfectly calm silence, you completely starve them of that fuel. You leave them standing there with no fire, just an awkward, heavy silence that starts pointing right back at them. The group is going to wonder why you're so calm, and you haven't even said a single word yet. But you don't want to stay silent for too long or focus all your energy on the aggressor. So we use tactic 2, the group. Slowly look away from the person who just insulted you, look directly at the group, and calmly ask, did that land weird for anyone else, or is it just me? By doing this, you literally hand the awkwardness right back to the room. You are no longer the lonely target in the crosshairs, you've just become the narrator of the moment. Believe me, the aggressor did not plan for you to make the entire room quietly evaluate what just happened. Section 4, Tactics 3 and 4, naming it and the redirect. These are your escalations for when someone tries to sneak their insult under the radar. Tactic 3 is to name it out loud. You see, when someone humiliates you, they're counting on a secret agreement. They say something sharp, everyone politely stays quiet, and they pay 0 price for your embarrassment. So break that agreement. Say, that felt like it was meant to embarrass me. Am I reading that wrong? This isn't being dramatic, and it's certainly not playing the victim. You are the one with the sheer courage to say the true thing out loud. It immediately puts their behavior on the record, so they can't just pretend they were joking or tell you you're being too sensitive. But what if they're a habitual offender, and everyone in the room already knows they're a problem? Engaging with them directly just gives them exactly the attention they're craving. So we use tactic 4, the redirect. Look at them for exactly 1 second, just long enough to show you heard what they said. Then physically turn your body away towards someone else and say, "Anyway, what were you saying before?" Where you point your energy tells the room what you value. By doing this, you're deleting them out of pure indifference. You're showing the room that their petty attempt is so far below your level, it doesn't even deserve a response. Section 5, Tactic 5, Quiet Comebacks. This is about showing quiet, confident teeth. This is the 5th and final in-the-moment tactic for those times when you absolutely must speak up and show the room you have boundaries. Now, there are non-negotiable rules for a quiet comeback. First, keep your voice low and steady. Second, limit it to just 1 or 2 sentences. And third, absolutely do not insult them back. A soft voice projects utter certainty, while the person raising their voice automatically looks out of control. Long speeches, they just make you look defensive. Remember, you aren't trying to win a fight here, you're trying to end one without losing an ounce of your dignity. So, if someone mocks your job or your ambitions, you use this. That is okay. Not everyone needs to understand where I am going. Boom. Simple and completely unwavering. If they bring up a past failure to try and shame you, you own it completely. Say, "Yes, I made mistakes, and I am grateful I know how to learn from them." You are projecting this unmoving, wall-like confidence that absolutely nothing can get through. Or if they make a joke about your personal life, drop this line: "I am comfortable with who I am. That must make me hard to rattle." Deliver these, look at them for just 1 moment, and let the conversation move forward. Never wait around for their response, because you've already approved of yourself. Section 6, Reclaiming Your Ultimate Dignity. This is the crucial aftermath. The 5 tactics we just went through are incredibly effective in the heat of the moment. But honestly, they're only half the answer. People don't just choose their targets randomly. If this isn't the first time this person has done this to you, they've learned over time that pushing you has no consequences. So after the moment is over and you've walked away with your dignity intact, you must have a private, emotionless conversation with them. Tell them straight up, what happened earlier cannot happen again. No long speeches, no drama, just clarity. Clarity is the language that confident people speak. Holding your ground this way privately rewrites the unspoken rules of how you are allowed to be treated. You stop being an easy target. So as we close out this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative question straight from our source material. What is the hardest part of handling public humiliation for you? Is it staying calm? Is it finding the right words in the moment? Or is it that endless replay that keeps happening in your head long after it's over? Remember, dignity isn't something other people give you, it's something you claim by being grounded and certain. Reflect on these 5 tactics, prepare your mind, and the next time it happens, you'll be ready. Okay, let's